Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back again for a deadline stream. This is the FPL Game Week 27 deadline stream. I'm joined again with Jordan, and we're going to break it down, talk about what transfers we're making, any chip strategies, and all that good stuff. We'll let you know our current plans. Obviously, I'm on a free hit. My free hit is already active, as you can see on the screen. This is the current free hit team I have up on my for my team. We'll come on to Jordan's team in a sec as well. But all in all, how you doing, mate? How's everything? I hope you're all right.
Yeah, everything's good, thank you. Yeah, everything's well. The deadline's approaching. Exciting
Mhm.
times for the next game week. Let's all
Yeah,
hope
so
for the best.
yeah, game week 27 is a bit of an interesting one. A lot of people are free hitting. It is a blank game week as well when it's sort of a well, blank and a double because Burnley double in this game week, whereas Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea obviously have a blank game week. So it's quite interesting. So let's get into it. And there's my team as you see on the screen. I am on a free hit this week. I decided to activate my free hit after I wildcarded last week. I specifically wildcarded with 3 Arsenal players and 3 Liverpool players, knowing that I was going to free hit into this week. So as you can see, this is the team I currently have. There is a slight worry that I'm gonna bench. Sorry, I'm hearing that Livramento is a bit of a risk, so I might take him out and I will come into my transfer plans because this is what I have right now. But I might be open to making changes to this team. So yeah, I think. What do you reckon for the free hit this week? Would you be free hitting, or I know you're not free hitting, but what do you think of something like this for a free hit team?
Yeah, it's similar template to what I've seen other players use, especially Sterling Mahrez. That seems like a popular pick,
Yeah,
and also Son and Kane for obviously the fixtures that Man City and Tottenham have are favourable for this free hit. And I would say Southampton as well because of Norwich too. I mean Fernandez. I would say that's supposedly a good fixture as well because it is Watford they're against, and
yeah. You hope you
obviously,
can do something against Watford.
yeah, and obviously you got the 2 Burnley players for the double game week and Pope in the goal. So it looks like a perfect free hit team on terms of template for its proper setup, nicely for it, and should deliver a lot of points.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping. So let me show you currently. Obviously, as you can see, I've gone with Nick Pope in goal. He's got a double game week. I've gone triple Burnley. In the back, I've gone Cancelo, Livramento, and Ben Mee. Ben Mee as well, another double game week player in there. And then for the midfield, 4 Sterling, Mahrez, Son, and Fernandez is what I've gone with. I had some decisions to make. I could have went Sancho instead of Fernandez as a more of a differential, but I think Fernandez. I just prefer Fernandez because I think he's more likely to get involved if Man United have to score or an assist. So I think Fernandez is their main key threat. Sterling and Mahrez, I've seen people worried that they could be rotated. I do understand. You never know with Man City. So that's why I want a decent bench as well. So my bench isn't very good. As you can see, I've got Gilmore, Amati, and Simicast who doesn't even have a game. So it's not looking like a strong bench for me. But I am going to change my team around, I think, because Livramento is the one that's worrying me. So and up front, I've gone Kane, Weghorst as my captain, and I've gone Broja against Norwich as well, which is a good fixture for Southampton. Um, yeah, I like Weghorst as a captain option as well for this week. I think he's a standout captain purely because of that double game week. You could go with a single game week player, probably from Spurs. You could go with a Harry Kane captain or a Fernandez. But I think you got to go with Weghorst. But yeah, let me just show you what my original. Well, this was my original plan, and then this is what I'm coming to think of now. Should I change to this? So I got transfers. So my plan is to take Pope out, right, and then get in Forster, Southampton goalie. So that leaves me with 1 million in the bank. Then I take out Livramento, who is a risk of rotation, and then I bring in Tarkowski. That leaves me with 0.4 million as well. So with that way, with this move, I've got myself 2 guaranteed Burnley defenders that I know are going to play with Tarkowski and me, and also I've got the Southampton goalie who's also nailed to play, rather than have someone like Livramento who might not even play. So that's my current thinking to go to this. That also leaves me with some money, like how much have I got left? 0.4, so I can take out Simicast as well, and then bring in someone like Ben Johnson in case. So upgrade my bench. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, something like this. And that way I'm not worried about the Southampton benchings. With Peroud might play. Some people are saying, oh, Kyle Walker-Peters seems nailed. And the only decision is whether Peroud might play. And if Peroud plays, then, Livramento will probably be on the bench. So that's the only worry I have. So it's looking like I'm going to do something like that with my team. The free hit is active. So yeah. So what do you reckon about this plan, though? Rather going with having Tarkowski and Ben Mee at the back with the Southampton goalie, rather than getting in like a Livramento, for example, and having that risk.
Well, I think it's a safer option to go for a double Burnley defence instead of risking Livramento in case he is rotated around Peru. Obviously, because Peru has played very well recently in Livramento's absence as well. It does make Livramento a doubt whether he will be in contention for the starting lineup to start Livramento over Peru. So it is probably a safer option with Tarkowski and also with Ben Mee as well. 2 nailed players that are going to play in Burnley's defence in that double game week without any injury issues. Hopefully not. But yeah, that's definitely a good idea for a substitute, especially for Nick Pope not being in your goal anymore. I do like that that switch around. I would probably go for that same switch around as well.
All right, fair enough. So you prefer that to my original what I had?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm not sure about Nick Pope. He is a good goalkeeper. I don't doubt that, but it's whether Burnley's defence is good enough for him to not get goals against Nick Pope. So
Well, it works out kind of the same thing. Clean sheet points for the defender and goalie is pretty much the same. It's just, there's more attacking threat, obviously, having a defender in there. So that's why I thought maybe Tarkowski could get a goal or something as well. So having an outfield player,
yeah,
and I
because
still get the clean sheet. I still get the clean
Ben,
sheet with Forster if he does well.
yeah, that's it. And Ben Mee and Tarkowski can easily get a goal from a header or Burnley corner.
Yeah. Got a question here quickly that we'll answer. We've got a few questions. Sorry, I'll just answer this one first. The Predator. Hope you're doing okay, mate. Welcome to the stream. He says, should I get in Son for Saka and Richardson for Antonio?
I think he means Richarlison. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. I'll definitely do Son in. I think Son is a good player for this week. I'm not so sure about Richarlison. I'd rather get in Broja, Weghorst if you don't have them already. So definitely rather get Weghorst and Broja in it ahead of Richarlison, if that is Richarlison.
Yeah, because Richarlison has Man City and not particularly
Yeah,
favourable fixture.
Not a great fixture for him. Got someone else in here. I'm not going to read your name because I'm not reading your name. He says, would you take a -16 to bring in Huang, King, me, Long, White? You're trying to... Yeah, you're trying to troll me, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. No, I'm not read out. Nah, I wouldn't bring in any Leeds players in. Yeah.
And Huang's just returned as well, so I wouldn't even bring him in.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
King's on the yellow as well with a knock.
Yeah, I think he's just trolling anyway. We've got Keelan here. Keelan McDermott. He says Livramento or 8 Nuri. I think I'd probably go with a Southampton defender.
Yeah, I think preferably Bednarek or someone that's more nailed.
Yeah. I think you could go with Livramento because I prefer Southampton player this week, but the only thing is he might be a little rotation risk with Perude and Kyle Walker Peters. So if you can stretch like Bednarek or another defender, yeah, because who do Eight Nuri have? Wolves have West Ham, don't they?
Yeah, we'll also have West
Yeah,
Ham
so
away.
it's quite a tough. That's quite a tough fixture. So yeah, probably
But,
go with Southampton defender this week. You got Ken. Sorry, he says evening, gents.
oh, good evening, Kenneth. It's nice to see you in the stream again.
I'll let you read that one out.
Hope you're well, Les. Oh, we are very well, thank you, SK. Hope you're well as well.
Yeah. So let's get on to your team for a sec. Because obviously we haven't mentioned. We've been talking about my team for now. Let's just pull up your team. Um, yeah, just talk through what your plans are and what transfers you're gonna make, and yeah,
Okay, so I am making 2 transfers this week, but I'm a bit of a difficult situation because the 2 players I've decided to transfer out is Ben Johnson and Edouard. Now, the Edouard one is fine. It's just the Ben Johnson one now because obviously Kufau is now out. He's got a hernia. And before, when Kufau got injured, Ben Johnson was his replacement for the time being until he returned back. But now, again, it's looking like Ben Johnson will return again for Kufau's absence. But it's the decision whether I get rid of Ben Johnson now because he probably will play for West Ham in defence again. So I don't particularly want to get rid of Lamptey, even though he could be a risk of not playing against Aston Villa. But I'll probably have to make the hard decision and get rid of Ben Johnson. And for Ben Johnson, I was going to get in Ben Mee for the Burnley defender as one of my transfers in.
okay,
And for Edouard, that was going to be obviously Weghorst. Yeah, because obviously Edouard is a rotation risk, as we've seen. He hasn't played in the last
yeah,
2 games. It's now been Zaha now. It's been playing more minutes. So it's an obvious... that was an easy decision to make,
yeah.
actually,
Where
that one.
where goes in? Yeah.
Yeah, Weghorst in, because obviously he has the double game week coming in next.
All right.
But
Yeah.
that,
So Ben, me, and Weghorst for you for Johnson and Edward, pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pretty obvious moves. I think they're very no brainers. To be fair to me.
Yeah, because obviously West Ham have Wolves home. That's not favourably the best fixture for them, especially when we've seen Arsenal concede to Wolves yesterday, which we thought
Yeah.
wouldn't really happen, but it did. So West Ham's defence is a little bit less unforgiving, let's say,
Mhm.
especially with Kufau out now.
Yeah. So you see, got another. We will come on to captain options because we haven't really discussed much. Burner Werner saying Broya as a captain. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go with a Burnley player. I think that's the you gotta go with the double gaming player for me. Weghorst is my standout captain pick. I still think I'd be going with the Spurs player over a Broya or even a Man United player. Maybe Son, Kane, Bruno, Sancho if you have him before I consider Broya. But I do think Broya has a good fixture. And it could be a good punt if you are brave enough to captain him. What do you reckon, Jordan?
Yeah, he has got Norwich as the team he's against, so it wouldn't be a bad captaincy option actually. And Broha's been really good, especially against teams like Man City, where we've seen him be very dangerous in his attacks. So I don't know whether it's the same it's going to be for Norwich, obviously, because it is a different team altogether. It's an easier team, but we have seen easier teams perform much better against more challenging teams. So it does outweigh the chances of him doing well.
All right, I'll let you read this comment out by SK.
Doing Kufal, Bowen, and Antonio for a Wolves defender, Ramsey, and Jimenez for -8. Which Wolves defender, and do I go Weghorst instead of Jimenez, which will mean another hit next week to get him in?
Who do you want to answer that one first, or shall I answer that one first?
Yeah, I'll go for that answer first. Wolves defender, I would say, would be Aït-Nouri. I'd pick Aït-Nouri for a Wolves defender.
Right.
And I'll definitely go for Weghorst instead of Jimenez. Obviously, because of Weghorst has the double game week fixture coming up. And you don't really want to pick Jimenez, who has a single fixture against West Ham.
Yeah.
So, which will mean another hit next week to get him in.
Yeah, because he'll have to bring back Jimenez.
For
Jimenez's doubles later.
I
would have, well, what I would have done, I would have got Jimenez in this week for Game Week 26 because he had a double this week and then switched. But if I'm bringing in a Wolves defender, I'll probably go Roman Saiss. Probably go with Saiss or even Connor Cody or Kilman. I think Kilman's quite cheap as well. Aït-Nouri I'm not a fan of because I feel like he is a rotation risk, but he does play pretty well when he does play. So I'd rather go with one of the other nailed players, probably Kilman if you're short on budget. If not, maybe go for Saiss. Yeah, definitely bring in Weghorst and probably captain him this week. So it makes sense to bring in Weghorst if you feel like you want to go captain with him. And then, yeah, next week you can probably you have another player in there that you can take out next week and bring Jimenez in because you could leave Weghorst for next week as well, I believe. I'm not sure who he's got off the top right now, but I think you could keep Weghorst for a while. He's got decent fixtures. Ken saying Johnson will definitely start now, but we always leak goals.
Yeah, that's true, Ken.
So yeah, coming back to my team, we've got a question here from Brian, quite a regular on our channel. Hope you're well.
Welcome, Brian.
He says, "Hi lads, would you go Sterling and Sancho, or Foden and Bruno on a free hit?" I'd probably go with Sterling and Sancho personally because I've got Sterling in my team. The reason I'd go Sterling and Sancho is because I feel like Foden could be at a risk of not starting. And also, I think I prefer Sterling. But yeah, it's a tough question. It's a tough one. Because Bruno and Sancho is quite close, I think. But I chose to go with Bruno. Well, what would you do anyway, Jordan? Because it's quite a tough, close one.
Yeah, I would go for Sterling and Sancho, Brian, because of Foden's rotation risk, obviously. And Bruno is... I'll say Bruno is decent to have in your free hit, I guess. But I wouldn't want Foden in my free hit just because he might not play. But I know for sure Sterling and Sancho will play because obviously Jesus was flagged, but now he is fit. But Pep normally rests injured players that have just returned, so Sterling will most likely play in the game against Everton rather than Jesus.
SK, we got SK here, says nice one. Should have taken the Zaha tip over Cornet. Yeah, I do remember that. Sorry. Fair play to you, SK. I know you called that Zaha shout, and Zaha ended up getting 2 goals, didn't he?
Yeah, 2 goals.
So he was one of the better performing players. So fair enough, man. Obviously, I didn't go with Cornet myself. I think you went with Cornet on your free hit team.
Yeah, I went with Cornet.
Yeah, and was a bit unlucky though, Cornet getting injured.
Yeah, it's literally the FPL curse. When I pick a player like that, it either gets injured or
that's where you got your name from.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the name comes from, guys. Whenever I pick a transfer, it either gets injured or doesn't play. It's like Edouard. I picked Edouard for a game week. He didn't play. Now Cornet, he got injured.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hamza says Shea Adams or Broya. I prefer Broya just because he's cheaper as well, isn't he?
Yeah, bro, it's 5.4.
Yeah, I think Broya is a good player, and plus he's a good enabler in my team for the budget he's at. So that's why I prefer Broya. But yeah, Che Adams is good as well. I think good player, but for the layout of my team, I think Bro is so good. You can keep him on the bench 1 week and then play him as well. He allows you that flexibility to do both kind of thing. So that's why I like Bro. He's a good enabler.
Yeah, plus Che Adams is a midfielder, and I don't have really many midfielder spots to probably overtake with
Is he
Che Adams.
midfielder? Is he midfielder sport?
In fancy, he's a midfielder, not a forward.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. All right. We got Brian again with another comment saying, I could have Bruno and Sancho as well. I have Mahrez already, but I prefer the double city. Yeah, I'd definitely go with the double city. What about someone like Sterling and Mahrez and then having one Man United? Could you not do that? Because that's what I've gone with. You see, I got Mahrez, Sterling, and I fitted in Fernandez. But maybe you could do Sterling, Mahrez, and or go Foden, Mahrez, and Sancho. I'll definitely have two Man City midfielders in there, and then go with Sancho if you don't have the money to stretch to Fernandez. That's what I'd do. Yeah, so yeah, guys, I am taking a free hit. For anyone that's just joined the stream, please smash a like on the stream and also subscribe if you haven't already. So yeah, I have already played my free hit. Oh, Ken says Che Adams is a striker.
Oh,
Yeah. So yes, so the people that just
sorry.
joined, I have played my free hit. It's already active. As you can see, this is the team I'm doing right now. Going with, sorry. I've decided to go with Mahrez, Sterling, Fernandez, and Son in my midfield. The only dilemma I had was playing Forster, bringing Forster in, and having two Burnley defenders in Tarkowski and me. So that was the only decision I had to make, and I think I'm gonna activate this. So yeah, let's see. Still quite a few minutes to go. Yeah, we'll get any early team news. But yeah, I thought Che Adams was a striker, man. Like
Yeah,
in the field, I was
on
like, I
my
knew the striker, but like, I don't have him in my team.
fancy football, it only appears 3 players on my strikers. It only showed
Oh,
Armstrong, Rojo, and Long, but Che
oh,
Adams just popped up.
oh, yeah,
But
yeah. Oh.
thank you, Ken, for confirming that for me.
So I'm gonna see if there's any early team news. So bear with me for a sec. See what's happening with Southampton. Just checking Twitter. Yeah, guys, let us know if there's any. Do you think Livermento will start? Has anyone got Livermento on their free hit team? Is anyone else free hitting, by the way? Because obviously I am. So I'd love to know if you guys are as well.
There's
Is
team
everything
news
right?
from Tottenham. Bentancur is ruled out.
Bentancur is ruled out.
Yeah.
Okay. I think not many people have him in their team. But yeah, how do you spell his name?
It's BENTA.
Yeah, I got it. All right. Where did you see that anyway? On Twitter?
On the team news on the fancy.
Oh, fair
Football.
enough. I've not seen that yet.
It was on their club news page.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Ken says he's free hitting. Let us know what team you're going with, and are you going with the double Man City? You know, Mahrez Sterling, which is quite a popular choice. It seems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hoping for Morris and Sterling owners that they both play, including Newhouse.
Oh yeah,
Do
we'll
hope.
find. They play tomorrow, don't they?
Yeah, they play tomorrow, so we'll find out.
I definitely think at least one of them will play. If you are worried, guys, maybe get a decent bench. Maybe have someone like Alanga on the bench if you can afford it. Alanga, and you know, so you have a playing sort of bench. Even Alanga's a bit of a rotation risk, isn't he? Because
Yeah,
after his goal midweek,
yeah.
he might start.
Ralph does like playing Alanga. He does personally prefer him, I think, over Ronaldo.
Well, Alanga's, I think he's a good option, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd say he's a very good prospect for Man United as an
He's got
option.
the big goal in the weekend. Sorry, on the weekday, like against Atletico, wasn't it?
Yeah, Atletico Madrid to get in the draw.
We've got Isaac says hello.
Oh, hello, Isaac. How you doing?
Yeah, Ken's gone Mars and Sterling. Same here. Same here.
Good.
Hopefully they both play, man.
Yeah, good
Hopefully.
picks. Fingers crossed for both you.
We got Prabnor says, what are your thoughts of bringing in Willock for Bowen? I don't think it's that bad of a shout because if it's for the long mid-term, because Newcastle do have doubles. I think Newcastle are the only team that play in 27. Sorry, not 27, 28 and 29 or something like that. So yeah, you could do that. Willock it's a brave shout, but we do know that Newcastle have 2 double game weeks coming up. So yeah, it could work out for you, or even having a Dubravka in there or someone like that.
Yeah, they doubled in 28 and 29.
Yeah, that's what I meant. 28 and 29. I'll let you take this one.
Who should I captain? Sterling, Son, or Morris? I'd probably captain Son, just because obviously. No, wait. Would I? Yeah,
Well,
Son is the
he's
most.
got Leeds.
Yeah, he's
Son's
got
got Leeds.
Leeds, Tottenham, so he is also the most nailed choice out of Sterling and Morris, who could not be definitely a player that's going to start in the Man City lineup. But it depends on if you want to take a risk with that though, because you could go Sterling and see what happens with that. I mean, I think he will play personally, but I would go with the safer option and captain Son.
Mm-hmm. For me personally, I'd probably go with Son as well. Yeah, just because of that rotation, the whole rotation thing. Son, we know Son's gonna play, and he's playing Leeds. I know Spurs haven't been playing well, apart from that City game when they beat City, but the way Leeds play, I think there will be goals in that game. And Son and Kane, I think you should at least have one Spurs player in your team for this week. I do feel like it's quite important to have a Spurs attacking player because if anyone's watched Leeds recently, they're just not at it. Defense is very wide open and they can be got at. He says, okay, thanks. There's also Fernandez and Kane, but not keen on captaining them. I use my free hit, so I've got a fairly solid team.
Okay.
Have you considered captaining a Burnley player, by the way? Because I'm going captain on Weghorst. I think, you should. Most people are going to captain a Burnley player. If you want to play it safer, I guess. Captain a Burnley player, maybe go Weghorst, Ben Me. But if you want to take that bit of a risk, then I understand if you want to maybe chase some ranks and go with Kane or someone like that. But yeah, I think Tottenham are the second best option, probably, just because of that rotation risk with Man City. So I don't think Kane and Son are too bad of an option. Werner says, what about KDB and Foden? What do you reckon about them two, Jordan?
KDB, I'm most definitely happy with, but Foden, not really a favourite in my opinion. Obviously, we all know because of rotation risk, and Foden hasn't really played that many minutes recently, so he is an uncertainty whether he will start, whether he will come on during the game as well. He might even play like 10, 20 minutes. We don't know Man City and what Pep really says or does.
Yeah.
But I would preferably prefer either Mahrez or maybe Bernardo Silva even as a second option, or Sterling. I mean, Sterling's like a stronger option because Jesus has just returned from injury, but he is fit. But Pep normally rests fit players that have just returned from injury, so you could go with KDB and Sterling if you can afford it.
Yes, it's fair enough.
But I would avoid Foden.
Yeah, I think Foden could still play. By the way, I don't think it's out of the question him starting. It's just is Jesus and Grealish. If one of them play, then you'd assume Foden to come out the team. We've got Hamza. He says, should I hold Willock? If you already have him, then I'd probably hold. I guess I'd probably hold if I still had him, but
Yeah,
yeah,
try and hold, hold on to that until 28 and 29.
that's true. I couldn't afford a Weghorst, but I've got Ben Mee, Pope, Rodriguez, but I'm not sure about them. If I could afford Weghorst, I would captain him. You can't afford Weghorst. Who else do you have in your forward line? Because Weghorst isn't that expensive, is he? He's what, 6.5 million, isn't he?
Yeah,
Good.
he's currently 6.5 mil, of course, but I think the midfield is very expensive
You
for
must have an expensive, very expensive premium midfield.
because he has Fernandez, Mahrez, Sterling,
Kane.
and Kane, Son.
I think he's got. I don't know who. Yeah, but yeah, let's go back to my team. So let's. I'm gonna lock my team in soon. I think. I think I am going with what you see on the screen. I think I'm gonna go. I haven't seen any Livramento news. Have you heard anything on Livramento yet?
No, there is no words on Southampton whether Livramento is going to play or not. It's still uncertain. Still,
All right. As of now, this is what I'm going. This is what I'm thinking about. Tarkowski and Mings. Sorry, Mings. Me. I always mess up Ben Mee's name for some reason.
he's
But
got a
yeah,
funny name.
Tarkowski and me. And 4-star for Southampton. I'm probably going to lock it in now. Let me just see how that will look. Make transfers. Confirm. And then I'll put Johnson on the bench probably. Put Johnson in there. Probably here. Switch that around. So yeah, it's what my team's looking like. Got double Burnley defense. Let me know what you guys think of this. Do you prefer this to the one I had with Livramento in and then having Nick Pope in goal? Livramento, I don't know if he'll play. Spooked me a bit. So yeah, I think Weghorst. Quickly to speak about captain options. Obviously, I'm going Weghorst. You're going Weghorst as well, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. We're
Yeah, we're
course
both.
with
Yeah, we'll say
captain.
both of us captaining Weghorst. Or you're bringing him in, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm bringing him on transfer from Edouard to
Okay, so
Weghorst.
we're both going Weghorst captain. Who's my vice? I got forced on the vice. Let me just change that quickly. I'll go.
Uh,
I'll go Ben Me vice. Save your team. Yeah,
Isaac does have Sterling, Mahrez, Fernandez, Son, and Kane. So that
all
definitely
right.
explains why you can't fit Weghorst in.
Okay, he's got Kane, Fernandez, Son. No, I've got all of them though. I've got all four of them, or five of them. Sorry, in my free hit team. You've got to go very cheap on the bench though, because you look at my bench. I've gone quite cheap, but it obviously depends on budget. Because obviously I did have quite a lot of team value, so it obviously depends on your money. Not everyone could get to my team, I assume, but you probably have to get Broyo in there as well to allow you to do something like that, and then get cheap defenders. To answer your question, um, I think if you're going to captain Vegas, I'll bring him in no matter what. It depends who you captain in. I think that's when I decide is it an essential transfer. If I know I'm going to captain the player I'll bring in, then I'll take a hit to even do it because it'll be worth it if I'm captaining him, especially a double game week player. Like I think you've got to have Weghorst because pretty much everyone has him, and if you feel like he's the best captain option, then you should be looking to bring him in my opinion. So don't let that deter you. If you're going to captain him, then definitely bring him in. Someone says beware of the next 3 game weeks, game week 30 mainly. Yep, next 3 game weeks are actually going to be very interesting, as we know, because there's a lot of doubles, and that's why I went with a wild card last week. I decided to wild card last week with the news. Obviously, I knew that Wolves are going to have a double, Arsenal are going to double, Liverpool are going to double. So I knew. So I set my wild card team up to attack, 28, 29. and maybe 30 not as much, but yeah, definitely 28 and 29. I think I'm set for those 2 game weeks, but it will be interesting to see how people navigate, how many hits people take, potential wild card in 28. I feel like there are some managers that will activate a wild card next week. It depends if we get any news, regarding Arsenal. We haven't got any news regarding Arsenal yet about game week 28. So if that does happen, even better for the wildcarders if we get that news. AD Breezy says, for a hit, Son or a Burnley defender. If you don't have any Burnley defenders, I'd probably get a Burnley defender in. I think you need at least one if you don't have any. If you have Kane, then I wouldn't. If you've got Kane already, then yeah, Burnley defender. Depends if you have Kane as well. Maybe you can get away with not having Kane and Son. But yeah, I think you do need a Burnley defender because most people do have 2 at the back for Burnley. The free hitters do anyway, and even the ones that don't have a free hit, they're bringing him in. They're bringing in a Ben Mee or a Tarkowski or a Pope. Oh yeah, he says he has Kane. Yeah, definitely.
Burnley defender then.
Burnley defender probably then.
As long as you have at least one Tottenham player, then you're safe, I think.
He said, Isaac says, I have to admit I'm quite happy with Son, but thanks guys. Bye. Thank you for watching, mate.
Yeah.
No worries. We appreciate it. But yeah, everyone that's just joined the stream, please smash a like on the stream. It really helps us support our channel and it shows you guys enjoying the content we create. So yeah, smash a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we're on 153 subscribers at the moment, so you can be our next subscribers, 154, 155. Let's get them going. And remember to turn on your bell notifications as well to get notified on when we stream next.
Yep. Chief says, evening guys, you heard the news on Reece James. He's looking sharp in training and may consider him for double game week 28. Yeah, that's a great question actually. I was going to mention game week 28. As we know, in game week 28, Chelsea's fixtures turn from quite hard to, a lot of greens. I think I mentioned that in my last stream. So yeah, definitely I agree with this, this comment here. I think you should be looking to bring in maybe a Chelsea defender from game week 28 onwards. So maybe a Rudiger, a Reece James. See how Reece James does. If he plays against Liverpool on the weekend and he plays well, then maybe he might start the next Premier League game. So yeah, I think that's a good shout. What do you reckon anyway, Jordan?
Yeah, if he's looking very promising in training, and especially for the double game week, I can't think of another Chelsea player that I would probably play over Reece James, especially if he's going to play all the matches, or if anything, most matches that are coming up for Chelsea. Because other players are at risk of being rotated, and it's uncertain what Tuchel will pick as the team for Chelsea wise. But yeah, I like Reece James.
Yeah, I think Reece James and Rudiger are the 2 that I like at the defense. I'd be looking to bring them in. But let's see what happens in game week 28. Chelsea might have a double game week as well, rumored double game week. So if they do, then I'll definitely be trying to bring in some Chelsea players. So yeah, you want to do your transfers now? You want to lock them in now, or you want to wait because about 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'll lock them in now so that we're ready for when to confirm.
All right, I've brought your team up. I'll let you do your transfers live. Also, for everyone, follow us on Twitter, the FPL Duo. Join our mini league. The code is on the screen as well. It's on the banner also at the top, and it's also in the link in the bio. So yeah, don't miss a mini league code. Join our league, see if you can win it. Yeah, I'll let you do the transfers. I'm just gonna answer one of these questions. We've got Vabav Musics. He says, I have used free hit this week. Players are Pope, Roberts, Cancelo, Livramento, Mahrez, Son, Bruno, Ward-Prowse, Broja, Kane, Weghorst. Subs, Foster, Willock, Dallo, Veltman. Okay, that's a pretty nice free hit team. Now I've gone with quite similar players. I like the Mahrez. Obviously, I've gone Mahrez as well. Ward Prowse is an interesting shout. Um, Roberts as well. Hopefully, he plays both games. I think he should play. Livramento is the one I've worried about myself. I had Livramento in my initial team, but I've decided to take Livramento out, and I've gone with who did I go with?
You
Sorry,
went with
I went with
Demi and
Tarkowski.
Tarkowski.
Yeah, I took Livramento out and I went with Tarkowski, and then I also downgraded Pope to the Southampton goalie Forster. So yeah, Livramento is a bit of a worry for me if he plays. Hopefully he does. But yeah, I've took him out. Just I don't want to take that risk. But yeah, it's a nice team. I've gone with Mahrez, Son, Bruno as well. But I think the front three is very similar. Everyone's gonna have Broja, Kane, Weghorst. I think. Have you got your transfers in, Jordan?
Yeah, I just have to press the button and then lock them in.
I'll let you do that when you on your own time. We've got another comment here from HSN123. He says Sterling and Sancho, or Bruno and Foden, or Bernardo or Grealish. I do also have Mahrez suggestions. So we got Mahrez, Sterling and Sancho, or Bruno and Foden. Sterling and Sancho, I think.
Yeah, so Sterling, Sancho, Sterling and Mahrez. I'll say.
You go with Sterling, Mahrez. Okay, yeah, Sterling, Mahrez, and Sancho, basically. So similar to what I've gone with, but if you need the money, then yeah, Sancho is a good option to bring into your team. Connor F says, "Best of luck, everyone, for this game week."
Yeah, all the best of luck to you all as well in the game week. Hope you all get green arrows.
Yeah, I echo that as well. Hopefully, everyone has a good game week, and yeah, hopefully it's a much better week than last week. No, so let's see. We've got Stefan. He says El Yunusi, a good differential on free hit. If you want to fit him into your team, I guess. I just prefer to go with double City and then Tottenham and Man United. But yeah, if you feel like he is, I guess. I don't know if I'd be bringing him in myself, but interesting shout. Alex says Mahrez or Sancho.
Mahrez, just one and two reasons. Mahrez is a penalty taker for Man City, and if he plays, also he does get good returns if he does play. Mahrez. I mean,
Yeah,
he's got Everton as well, so it is a favourable fixture for Mahrez for that game. Sancho, I know they have Watford, but I'm not too keen on Man United still.
yeah. So this comes back to this question. Alex says, do we definitely know Mahrez and Sterling are likely to start? Obviously, with Man City, there's always that worry that they'll get benched. But there are some leaked lineups I've seen on Twitter. Obviously, not that you should listen to Twitter, but it looks like Mahrez and Sterling are, people are saying they're both going to start. So I'm hoping they do. I've got both in my team, as you can see. To bring that up for you, I've gone with Mahrez and Sterling in my team, so I'm going to take that risk. Hopefully, you have a good bench if they don't start. So hopefully, you can have someone come in. But I think it's worth the risk if you want to, bring both of them in and hope they start. And if they both play, I expect them to score or maybe get a return somewhere.
Yeah, as I said, as long as you have someone to replace either Mahrez or Sterling or both, then it's not as unforgiving if they don't start. But Sterling is most likely to start because of Jesus' injury return. And
Yeah,
Mahrez is a possibility of if he'll play over other players, obviously, because Man City now have a 3-point gap between Liverpool. So Pep is going to play his best 11 in these upcoming matches.
yeah, I agree with that. HSN says thank you for the help. Good luck for this week. Good luck to you, mate. Hope
Yeah, good
you
luck.
get a green arrow as well. I can't afford Sterling without downgrading Son, Bruno, Kane, or Cancelo. Should I downgrade one for Sterling? Probably not. Probably not. Unless you could downgrade your defenders and get a cheap bench like Simicast and Amati and these guys and not have a playing bench, then maybe you can do it that way. That's what I've kind of done. But yeah, I wouldn't really get rid of. I definitely think you need a Man City midfielder in there though, because you don't. It seems like you don't have one. So I try have one in there at least. Maybe Mahrez. If you can't afford Sterling, then go Mahrez. I think. Stefan says start Elanga or Dallo. Elanga, I think. I don't think Dallo will Dallo play. He should play.
Difficult one. That it's weird because Dalot doesn't always play matches.
Yeah.
But neither does Elanga either.
Yeah, they're both like bench players, aren't they? Well,
yeah.
To be honest, Dallo was starting quite a lot. You know, Wan-Bissaka seemed like got benched, and then Dallo was starting a lot of games. So
yeah,
I'll still go with Elanga and maybe keep. Elanga could start, I think, especially with the way he played when he came on. If he plays, I do think he can get a goal.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo will be rested for that game, so it's most likely he will allow Elanga to play up front with Rashford or Cavani.
Yeah, Cavani's definitely out. Ragnick has said Cavani's missing, so that makes me think now Ronaldo will play because Man United don't really have any other option. Right, Cavani's still out, injured or whatever, so it looks like Ronaldo will probably get another game. So
okay, so it's between Elanga or Rashford, whether
play.
But Ralph does prefer Elanga as a player. He has mentioned it before.
Yeah, Elanga's a decent shout, I think.
He is cheap as well for a forward and a differential.
Yep, I agree. I would have him on my bench myself if I could afford him, but I can't get to him.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people having issues with the pricing.
Yeah, it's the pricing that's killing the.
If everyone can afford it. See, at my team right now, let me show you my bench. I've got McGovern, Johnson, Amati, and Gilmore. All players who, probably won't get more than 2 points if they play. So, or maybe Johnson can, but yeah, the 2-point bandits, I'll call them. So, yeah, not a great bench, but I'm hoping everyone I've got in my team is they look strong, so I hope they all play. Got another comment here from Stefan, says double City in defense with Diaz and Cancelo, or double City in midfield with De Bruyne and Sterling. 100% midfield. I think the attack would always outweigh the defense. I always play the attackers, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely go with the 2 attack and then 1 defense, in my opinion. Stefan says thanks for the help.
You're welcome,
no worries, man. Alex says he has the exact same team as me, I assume. Yeah, I think this week, the free hitters is a very similar template. I think the front 3, Kane, Weghorst, and Broja, if you're on a free hit, that's who you're going with. I think everyone's got that. Sanchez and Fernandez is a bit of a dilemma. So certain people can't afford Fernandez, so they're going with Sancho. I think everyone's got Son. Mahrez and Sterling is very popular as well, it seems. Surprised there's not many more teams with KDB in there, maybe because of the budget. And then
that's true.
The back 4, I've gone with Cancelo, Tarkowski, me, and Forster. I had Livramento in there initially, but because I couldn't afford to take that risk with Livramento, I've decided to go with Forster in goal instead of Pope. I did have Pope in originally, by the way. But yeah, let me know what your bench is, Alex, and let me see if you've got a better bench than me, because my bench isn't great, so I basically need Sterling and Mahrez to play, or I could be in a bit of a pickle.
Just so that everyone knows as well, there is 10 minutes left until the deadline.
Oh yeah.
So
I'll let you do your transfers.
Your transfers in, because I will be doing that right now.
Yeah, I'll let you make your transfers.
So here we go, making transfers. These are live transfers being made.
Yep.
So obviously we've got Ben Johnson for West Ham defender, and Edouard for Crystal Palace forward out for Ben Mee, the Burnley defender, and Weghorst, the Burnley attacker. And that is a -4 hit for this week. So confirming transfers now. And that is done. My
The only
transfer.
this is why I'm quite glad I took that wild card, because next week
Yeah.
Burnley have Leicester and then Chelsea coming up as well. So you're gonna have to navigate 27 and 28 with potentially 2 Burnley players in there in your team. Do you want them long mid-term?
Preferably, I wouldn't mind them long term because obviously I had Ben Johnson, who was my bench player. So if in any case I was have Ben Me on the bench and
Like, would
just
you
play
want to?
with.
It could get something against Leicester, I guess. They could be able to get a clean sheet maybe against Leicester. Sorry.
Yeah,
Then they got Chelsea in 20. No, sorry, my bad. I was looking at game week 27. They've got Chelsea in 28. So I don't know if I'd be wanting Burnley players in 28. Then 29, 30, they've got decent fixtures. They've got Brentford and Southampton.
I guess it's not a bad thing holding them long term run. But I will be
Alex.
looking.
Okay. What'd you say there? I just cut you off.
Oh no, I will be looking at other double gaming players other than Burnley.
Okay. Fair enough.
This week.
Alex, he says, I'm just praying my decision to get in 4-star, me and Roberts over Pope, Livramento, and Peters. Just couldn't risk Livra and Peters not playing. I have the same bench as you, by the way. I think Forster obviously will play. How come you've gone Roberts? Could you stretch to Tarkowski? Because if you can, I've gone with Tarkowski in my team. Let me just show you. I've gone Cancelo, Tarkowski, and me. Maybe take Roberts out for Tarkowski if you've got the money to do it. Because I do believe I'm hoping Tarkowski can get a goal. Because obviously Ben Mee scored last game, so that just makes me think like now he's not going to score anymore. He came a week too early, basically, the goal for him. That's why I've gone with Tarkowski. Hopefully he can nick something on a corner or on a set piece.
Yeah, as long as you have 0.4 mil, you can afford Tarkowski if you have Roberts, because there is it's 4.5 Roberts, but Tarkowski is 4.9 currently.
Yeah, I'm assuming the budget is quite tough to get to. I'm quite lucky. Obviously, my team value was pretty good. I've seen other teams with the same team as me, plus a really good bench. So I don't really chase price rises, but in times like this, I guess every 0.1 million helps.
Yeah, every little helps.
Yep.
I'm just hoping Salah doesn't rise anymore in price, which I know he will, because after game week 27, when going into 28, I will need to get him back in my team.
Yeah.
Because I obviously don't have him at the moment. But to get him back in, the only way I could work it out is by getting rid of Mope for Broha, and then bringing in Salah for Jota, and that leaves me with 0.0 mil.
Yeah, you might have to do an early one after this game week. Early transfer, probably.
Yeah, it probably has to be a risky early transfer, which I don't recommend anyone do.
Alex says, I tried, but I would need 2.2 more. Would have done it if I could, because both centre backs are good in the air. I can try change me to Tarkowski. That would mean Ben Johnson on my bench would go to Tsimikas. Fair enough. I mean, I did originally go with Tsimikas, but I think you could get away with it because Tarkowski and Ben Mee are definitely going to play, I assume. So do you need another? Are you worried about Tsimikas? Because I don't think I think Tarkowski and Ben Mee are definitely going to play. So you could just get Tsimikas on the bench, and just and then we assume both of them will play.
I didn't. That was cheap.
Me wildcarding 2 weeks ago was good points wise, but ruined my team value. Yeah, my team value's come down slightly. That always happens, I guess, when you wildcard. Shushmit says Walker Peters or Kulusevski. What do you reckon?
Both at risk. Walker Peters is a contention with Livramento in Peru.
No, that's Ward Prowse.
Oh, Ward Prowse, sorry.
Yeah, Ward Prowse.
Big old Walker Peters getting the J there.
Yeah.
I do like Walker Peters. I mean, he doesn't get much on his return wise.
Nah, Ward Prowse, G. Ward Prowse.
Ward Prowse.
Yeah. James Ward Prowse, Southampton. Basically, I think I'd go with Kulusevski but mainly because I'm not. I know Ward-Prowse is a good player, but I feel like he relies on set pieces more, like free kicks, penalties, and I think Kulusevski is a good differential. Um, as Spurs don't have well, Spurs have a good fixture, sorry, and if you can't afford Son, I assume you don't have Son already. So I think Kulusevski if you don't have Son, but if you have Son and Kane, then I'd probably go with Ward-Prowse. So yeah, Kulusevski if you don't have any other Spurs attacker. If you do go with Ward-Prowse, I hope that answers your question, mate.
Yeah, sorry, I'll probably go for Kulusevski.
Yeah, I got. I'll let you take this one though.
Bednarek or Livramento. Probably Bednarek. He is cheaper and nailed to play. Livramento could be a rotation risk because he's obviously in contention with Peru.
Yeah. Oh, Benrick's a bit more expensive, innit?
I think
Yeah.
Bednarek's 4.3. I think.
Nah, 4.6 or 4.7, and then Livramento is 4.3. If money's not an issue, go with Bednarek because he is more nailed. He's nailed. Livramento is there's that worry that he won't start. So yeah, Bednarek for both of us.
Bednarek is 4.4.
Yeah, 4.4, and Livramento is 4.3.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah,
he's
so
4.3.
0.1. It's 1 million difference. Well, 0.1 million difference, and for that risk, I'll probably go Bednarek. Even though I like Livramento, I'm surprised he doesn't start. I rate him.
Yeah, a lot of people have gone for Bednarek just for the safer option.
Okay, the I just realized the deadline ends in about 3 minutes. Gone quite quick today. It's this deadline stream, hasn't it?
Yeah, deadline's in 3 minutes. Everyone locking your transfers quick before time is up.
No, what I mean is I couldn't have both centre backs. Whatever I did, however, I could change Ben Mee to Tarkowski, but that would mean, oh yeah, I wouldn't do that then. Keep Ben Mee. I wouldn't change Ben Mee to Tarkowski. There's no point in doing that. I don't think. Should I captain Weghorst? Because even though he doubled game week, are Burnley defense better or more proven expensive midfielder? Oh, I'm going Weghorst myself. It's up to you, really. I do think Weghorst is probably the preferred pick, but I do understand what you mean when you think Burnley are probably more likely to get a 0-0 or something like that in those games. But I prefer to always go with the attacking player for a captain. I don't really captain defenders much at all. So yeah, I always prefer to captain the attacking players. But yeah, so about 2 minutes left, guys, for the deadline. Get your transfers locked in. We're just going to go through the fixtures. Obviously, tonight we've got Southampton and Norwich playing each other at 8 o'clock. I got Alex here. I have to go. Wish you best of luck in your teams for the week.
Thank you, Alex. We hope.
Yeah, hopefully we see you soon, man.
Yeah. Have a good week.
So on Friday we've got today, Southampton Norwich. What do you reckon for that game, Jordan?
It'll be an interesting game. It'd be intriguing what Norwich do against Southampton, as they're battling to get out of relegation. Norwich, as other teams are at the moment, so they'll give it all they have. I think Norwich, they have nothing to lose now, but they'll make it a tough game for Southampton, I think.
Could I get a score prediction? What you thinking score wise?
Possibly 1-1.
Oh, okay. So you think Southampton won't keep a clean sheet then? I've got the Southampton goalie. Let me just check. Let me just double check. My team's all sorted. Sorry.
Yeah, I just forget to save mine. I just did it.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did do it. Yeah. But
yeah. Be careful.
That.
Be careful, man. Like last time, I remember.
I normally do it for my phone because you can see the confirm button, but on that you only see.
Yeah, you can't see it on the computer. It's a bit different.
Yeah, it's a bit different in terms of.
All right, so I'll probably watch. I don't know if I'll watch that Southampton game. Probably not, because I think I won't be free to watch that. But obviously, I will have Forster in goal. So hopefully, Southampton can get a clean sheet. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping for a 1-0, something like that. Hopefully, Broja can get a goal.
Yeah, I don't think
need Broja to score.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a huge goal.
Yeah, it will be probably a low scoring game, but
Yeah,
expect
surprisingly.
Southampton to win. Southampton have been good this season, and they don't concede many goals either. Southampton's defense is quite strong. But yeah, that's it, guys. Deadline's over, so let
Oh
us know who you
yes.
went with the captain as well. Did anyone go with non-Burnley? So let us know if you captained someone that doesn't play for Burnley. It'll be interesting to see. Or did
Yeah,
everyone go Weghorst? As we expect.
yeah. It seems like it was a popular pick by course the captaincy option. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a 6'6" giant who has 2 games. I mean,
Mm.
why not?
And then Saturday we've got Leeds and Spurs. Could be a decent game, I think. Could be goals in that one. I expect goals in that game. Hopefully Spurs, and I've got Kane and Son. Hopefully they can do something in that game. I expect some good returns from those two players. Brentford, Newcastle, I think. Also, I ain't got any players from that game. Brighton and Aston Villa could be a low scoring one, I think, as well. What you reckon for those three? Leeds, Spurs, any team stand out to you?
They're probably Man United and Watford stand out. They're 2 open teams. Watford have poor defence. Man United have poor defence. Could be a very open game for them. Could be a high scoring one like Man United and Leeds were.
Oh, okay.
It might be like a 4-3 or 4.
Oh, that's a shout. I thought it would be a. I know Hodgson, they play a bit more reserved now, so I think it could be a more low scoring because I don't think Watford get many goals nowadays. The last game they won 1-0 against Villa, so they seem a bit more defensive now compared to what they were before Hodgson. I think Hodgson is a more defensive manager, but we'll see. I expect Man United to win that one. I do think Man United can keep a clean sheet, because I was considering bringing in a Man United player. But I've said that before with Man United, and it's gone south. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm going to stand by what I said before. I'm not bringing in any Man United players.
Till the end, till the rest of the season, you're not bringing anyone.
Yeah, till the rest of the
Yeah, I think
season.
that's a shout because after game 28, Man United's fixtures turned quite tough again. So I do think we can stay away from the United players for a while.
Yeah, they got Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City.
Yeah, pretty much back to back. So see how they do. So yeah, for me, that Leeds fixture I think could be a high scoring game. I think Man United could be an interesting game, obviously for players that for Bruno, for Sancho, if you have those players. Everton City, I'm also going to look at. I'll be very surprised if Everton can get anything from that game. I think that's easy win for City. I think that one. I think Everton should be worried. I do feel like Man City will put a couple past them. I hope I'm wrong, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, but can't see anything other than the Man City winning that game. And then West Ham and Wolves on Sunday, I believe, is going to be a low scoring game as well. Maybe a 1-1. I see something like that.
I do think Wolves could win against West Ham.
Yeah, definitely, because both these teams are going for top 4. Both teams need to get Champions League, so they'll believe they have a chance. So could be an interesting one there as well. But yeah, I think it'll be low scoring as well. Not that I have any of these players. And then to finish it off, the second game for the double gaming for Burnley is Leicester on the Tuesday, and that one could be a I don't know which way that can go. Could be a 0-0, could be 2-2 or something like that. The Leicester haven't been playing that great either, so could go either way. But yeah, that's the fixtures, guys, wrapped up.
Obviously, in the near future for game weeks as well, Leicester have a lot of postponement ones that need to be rescheduled, and also have a lot of green fixtures. So it might be worth targeting Maddison in the later run for Leicester, as he could be the outstanding player.
Yeah. Okay, my the website just gone off because obviously it's updating. All right, let me just quickly. Oh, we changed the background.
Yeah, the overlay is outdated now that the game week started.
Yeah. Well, that's it, guys, for the stream. I think we've been going live for about an hour. If you're still in the stream, guys, I want to say thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone who's contributed to the chat. It's been a good stream. We've enjoyed, chatting to you guys, and yeah, hopefully everyone gets has a good game week. And that's it probably for us. We'll be back again with a knee-jerk stream on probably Sunday or Monday. We'll put a tweet out. But yeah, that's it for the game week 27 deadline stream. Comment below your thoughts, what you think of a team. Hope everyone has a good week. And yeah, that's it. Anything you'd like to add, Jordan?
Just good luck everyone on this game week. Hope you all get green arrows, and make sure if you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on your bell notifications. We are on 153 subscribers, and we would like more as well. It will help the channel, and we also thank those who have supported our channel so far and have subscribed already. It is very appreciated.
Yes. Yeah, listen to Jordan, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, everyone. Hope you have a good week, and yeah, peace out.
See you later.
Bless.